Tilda Swinton is not the kind of actress you simply watch. She is the kind you experience. With her porcelain white skin, androgynous beauty, sharp cheekbones, and almost supernatural stillness, she has always felt less like a Hollywood star and more like a timeless presence, as if she stepped into cinema from another dimension. Her full name is Catherine Matilda Swinton, born on November 5, 1960, in London, England. But calling her just a British actress would be deeply misleading, because Tilda Swinton never chased fame, never followed beauty standards, never tried to be likable, never played by Hollywood's rules. And yet, she became one of the most respected and influential figures in modern cinema. She didn't rise by fitting in. She rose by standing completely apart. A noble bloodline and a rebellious soul. Tilda Swinton's story begins long before cinema, an ancient aristocratic family. The Swinton family is one of Scotland's oldest noble lineages, dating back over 1,000 years, to the 9th century. Her father, Sir John Swinton, was a major general in the British Army, a symbol of discipline, hierarchy, and tradition. From a young age, Tilda was surrounded by structure, authority, social expectation, responsibility. Yet, paradoxically, these were the very things she would later quietly reject. School years and silent resistance. Tilda attended Westheath Girls' School, one of England's most elite institutions. Another famous student from this school? Princess Diana. Years later, Swinton would describe her school experience with brutal honesty. "I survived by retreating into my imagination. I never learned how to belong." That sentence would become the blueprint for her entire life. Oxford University and the search for meaning. Unlike many actors, Tilda Swinton did not immediately pursue acting. She studied social and political sciences at Oxford University, where she became deeply interested in power structures, identity, gender roles, social inequality. She explored feminism and left-wing politics, questioning systems rather than serving them. These intellectual foundations later shaped her acting. Her characters don't just exist, they question the world around them, discovering theatre. At Oxford, Swinton experimented with student theatre, but traditional stage acting felt too restrictive. She wasn't interested in realism melodrama, conventional storytelling. She wanted something raw, experimental, and uncomfortable. That desire would soon change her life. Derek Jarman, the man who saw her true power. If there is one name inseparable from Tilda Swinton's artistic identity, it is Derek Jarman. Jarman was a radical filmmaker, a pioneer of queer cinema, an enemy of conformity. And when he saw Tilda Swinton, he didn't see an actress, he saw a mythic figure. Breakthrough. Caravaggio, 1986. Swinton's first major role came in Caravaggio. It wasn't a loud debut, it was a quiet disturbance. Her presence was ambiguous, unreadable, haunting. Jarman continued casting her in films like Edward II, The Last of England, Wittgenstein, Blue. These weren't performances. They were acts of existence. What kind of actress is Tilda Swinton? Tilda Swinton does not act in the traditional sense. She does not perform emotions. She becomes states of being. Minimalism over method. She is not a classic method actor. Instead, she relies on physical transformation, silence, stillness, eye contact. One look from her can replace an entire monologue. Beyond gender, Swinton moves effortlessly between male and female roles, human and non-human characters gods, witches vampires, and outsiders directors often say. Tilda doesn't play a character, she opens a space. Life away from the camera, hobbies and solitude. Tilda Swinton actively avoids celebrity culture. She dislikes red carpet gossip, Hollywood parties, social media noise, her true passions. Long walks in nature, contemporary art exhibitions, reading poetry, silence, performance art. She once famously performed a piece where she slept inside a glass box in a museum, turning rest into art. Crowds drain me. Solitude stores me. Fears and inner conflicts. Despite her fearless screen presence, Tilda Swinton has clear fears. Her greatest fears are superficiality, meaningless fame, repetition she is uncomfortable with, constant interviews, media misinterpretation, being reduced to an image she values depth over visibility. Harry Potter, the role she refused. One of the most misunderstood stories about Tilda Swinton involves Harry Potter. The truth, she was offered the role of Professor Sybil Trelawney. However, she declined. Why? Because she fundamentally disagreed with the ideology behind elite boarding schools, the romanticization of certain power structures. She later explained, "I didn't want to represent something I didn't believe in." That refusal perfectly defines her career. The Oscar win that changed nothing. Tilda Swinton's relationship with awards is paradoxical. She has received some of the most prestigious honors in cinema, yet she has never chased them nor allowed them to define her. Michael Clayton, Controlled Labs. In Michael Clayton, Swinton played Karen Crowder, a powerful corporate lawyer unraveling under pressure. It was not a loud performance. It was a slow implosion. Her portrayal was built on suppressed panic, fragile authority, emotional isolation. She showed fear without weakness, power without control. Critics were stunned by how small gestures, a trembling hand, a frozen smile carried immense emotional weight. Oscar night. In 2008, she won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. Yet even on that night, Swinton refused spectacle. She wore a minimalist black outfit, no dramatic jewelry, no attempt to appear glamorous. It wasn't indifference. It was a statement. "Recognition is nice," she later said, "but I don't build my identity on it." Family, motherhood, and a life away from headlines. Unlike most public figures, Tilda Swinton has fiercely protected her private life, a long-term partnership. She spent many years with John Byrne, a Scottish playwright and visual artist. From that relationship, she had twins, born in 1997, Xavier, Honor. Swinton has never embraced traditional definitions of family. Family is not about ownership. It's about mutual growth. Motherhood on her own terms. She avoided raising her children in Hollywood. No paparazzi exposure, no red carpet appearances, no forced spotlight. She believes parenting is about freedom, not control. Children are not reflections of us. They are independent lives passing through ours. Entering the Marvel Universe, Doctor Strange. When Tilda Swinton joined the Marvel Cinematic Universe, many were shocked. She had long avoided big franchise films. The Ancient One. In Doctor Strange 2016, she portrayed the Ancient One, a mystical mentor existing outside time. Traditionally, the character was male, elderly Asian. Marvel reimagined the role as gender-neutral, ethereal, detached from cultural stereotypes. Swinton accepted only after intense discussion. Why she said yes. The character avoided caricature. It challenged expectations. It existed beyond gender and age. The casting sparked debate, but Swinton welcomed it. Conversation is not conflict. It's awareness. Aging without apology. In an industry obsessed with youth, Tilda Swinton chose a radically different path. She does not hide wrinkles, fear aging, seek to look younger instead. She treats time as an ally. Every line on my face represents an idea I've lived. This philosophy makes her uniquely suited to roles that feel timeless, mythical, ageless. She does not age. She evolves. Art beyond film. Tilda Swinton's creativity extends far beyond cinema. She has collaborated with museums, contemporary artists, performance spaces. Her most famous performance involved sleeping publicly in a glass box, transforming vulnerability into art. To her, rest itself became a political act. Stillness is resistance. What makes Tilda Swinton untouchable? Many actors chase relevance. Tilda Swinton ignores it. She remains untouchable because she never repeats herself, she never explains herself, she never compromises, she exists outside trends. Directors adapt to her, not the other way around. Legacy, more than an actress. Tilda Swinton's influence cannot be measured in box office numbers. Her legacy lives in artists she inspired, boundaries she erased, rules she quietly refused. She proved that visibility is optional, difference is strength. Integrity outlives fame. Tilda Swinton reminds us of something rare. You don't have to belong to be unforgettable. She didn't ask for permission. She didn't wait for acceptance. She simply existed. And cinema changed around her. From ashes to legend, every story has a rhythm. You just have to listen deeply.